By and large, we modern American individualists are very relaxed with our sinfulness. But in contrast to us, medieval people take sin much more seriously. They are afraid to succumb to the temptation that lurks in every bedroom, in every bar, and in every impure and unconfessed thought. And sins are not just what you do, they are also what you think and feel. God demands your love. And most people do their best to love God. But if you love God just because you're scared of hell, well, unfortunately, that's not the pure, unselfish love that God demands, and you'll land in hell. But there's something that you can do to avoid the ever-present temptation and live a life that is heading straight to heaven. You could join a monastery. The medieval monastery is a fast track to heaven, a world that is removed from this world, even if it is physically still in this world. High walls, gender segregation, monastic rules centered on prayer and work remove the monk or the nun from temptations that pollute the world outside the cloister walls. The purpose of the exercise is to avoid sin by giving up worldly pursuits. You get out of the way of temptation and devote your life entirely to God. At all times, monasteries have also been centers of learning, refuge for orphans, the poor, and places of healing for the sick. But those worldly benefits are only a byproduct of the spiritual exercise of removing yourself from the world and devoting yourself entirely to God. After the Reformation, Lutherans abolished the monastic way of life. It is part of the Lutheran tradition not to escape from this world, but to embrace it and help shape it and work for a better world. For that, you have to wade right through the messiness of life. It is our calling to preach the gospel of a God of love to a world where many are still convinced that an angry God will throw them into hell when they succumb to temptation. Martin Luther said, "Sin boldly, but believe and rejoice in Christ even more boldly."